Over the next 9 days, we are going to be traveling to 9 different countries to visit the best Christmas markets in all of Europe.
Why does it always have to be like this?
Nothing is booked yet, so this is all subject to change, but the current plan is to start here in Brussels, Belgium, then head to the Netherlands, Germany, France, Switzerland, Austria, the Czech Republic, Hungary, Slovakia.
At least that was the plan. We've already completely changed course. Thanks to Germany's biggest snowfall in 2 decades, we've had some pretty stressful train rides, plus a 2-hour Uber to another country.
Yeah, are you okay to go to Strasbourg? Great.
I think we're nailing this travel day. But every great adventure comes with a little drama. We're currently 3 days into this adventure, and so far, we indulged in Belgian fries, waffles, chocolate, and beer in Brussels. We survived the Krampus run in Salzburg. I can't help but scream, I've never experienced this before. And enjoyed the best Glühwein in Nuremberg. So join us for episode 2 as we travel to countries 4, 5, and 6.
Good morning from Nuremberg, Germany. We are currently on our way to the train station to head to our 4th country in 4 days.
So how early is too early for Glühwein?
All right, we are about to board our first of 2 trains to Strasbourg, France. And if this train isn't delayed and we don't miss our connection, it'll be the first time that's happened in 4 days. Who knew visiting Christmas markets could be so stressful?
This one.
All right, this is home sweet home for the next 3 hours.
These seats are massive. So obviously we're trying to enjoy every market to the fullest, which usually means lots of Glühwein and as many of the local foods as possible. So far, most of the local foods are either really greasy and deep fried, very fat, or very sugary. Usually all of the above somehow. So we're doing our best to eat healthy in between. Today's breakfast is a banana and a smoothie.
We've added a new challenge to this trip, which is in addition to visiting 9 countries in 9 days to visit 9 Christmas markets, we're also going to watch all 9 episodes of The Office Christmas. We're spending a lot of time on trains.
We're just goal setters, you know?
Stick around to the end because we will also choose an Office favorite.
Okay, we just had to pause The Office because something magnificent has happened. I have had thousands of coffees in my life, and I think this might be a first. It's not confirmed, but it looks as though they've put coffee grounds and water in the cup, and then the lid is the filter. I've never seen this before. Definitely did not expect this on a train.
Aalen Hauptbahnhof, der Umstieg befindet sich in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Okay, we've made it to our connecting station 10 minutes late, but that means we should still have 9 minutes to catch our next train.
Let's go!
It's so funny. If you go to book a ticket on the train's website, like right at the very top, it brags about its 97% on time rate, and we have yet to be on time.
I don't know if this is right or not. Why does it always have to be like this?
Well, turns out our train is 30 minutes delayed. I know I just went on and on about trying to be healthy, but... Strasbourg. It looks like Strasbourg. I shouldn't want to say it wrong all night. It's happening.
Train travel has been so chaotic that I've resorted to not booking our hotel until we're actually on the train to our final destination. So now I'm gonna find a place to stay in France.
We're going to France.
It's also very quiet on this train. Hotel and wine bar. Oh, there you are. We made it.
Besides our 30-minute delay and the door that just closed on my body, this has been our smoothest travel day in a very long time. We're here in Strasbourg.
We made it to the city that calls itself the capital of Christmas.
I am looking forward to seeing if it lives up to the hype. I feel like that's a pretty bold statement.
I don't know if like everybody calls them that or if they just call themselves that, because there's a big difference.
France! I'm so happy. This hotel is funky. Let's go find a hotel tour of Europe. Laundry day. What in the world does this mean? While I wait for those to finish up, let me say a huge thank you to the sponsor of this video, BetterHelp. Therapy isn't something I knew much about my entire life, but in recent years, so many people that I personally know or people who I follow online and really respect have all talked about how much they love therapy. And I think it's so cool that we're normalizing and celebrating taking care of our mental health and making it just as that's a bit loud, isn't it? Let's go to the other side of the room. What I was saying is taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. And I think everyone can benefit from therapy, if we're being honest. Which is why I'm so excited to help spread the word about BetterHelp. We think it's amazing. In case you haven't heard, BetterHelp is an online therapy platform, and it's super simple to get started. All you have to do is answer a few questions about yourself on their website. Wow, that wash is taken off. And then BetterHelp will match you with one of their licensed professional therapists based on your needs and preferences, which is pretty cool. Chances are you'll connect much more with somebody at BetterHelp than somebody in your local area. And then once you're matched with your therapist, you can start communicating with them however you feel most comfortable, whether that be a phone call, a video chat, or just messaging them, whatever's most convenient. And if for some reason it's not working out with the therapist you got matched with, no big deal. It's easy and free to switch to someone new. So if you think you might benefit from therapy, please consider BetterHelp. If you use our link below, you'll be supporting our channel and you'll get 10% off your first month with BetterHelp. That's betterhelp.com/K&N. I'm so curious if this feeling of excitement the moment we get to a new market is gonna wear off. Like so far we've done this 4 times and each time I'm like, this is the best.
I thought Nuremberg was crowded, but this might be on another level. And it's Thursday. It's not even the weekend.
Wow, look at this. The top of it is literally disappearing into the clouds.
All right, we just paid 8 euros to go up 300 stairs to the top of the cathedral. Wow, look, it's already a great view. I thought it would be packed, but for some reason, all the people down on the street who were wearing the big winter jackets didn't want to come climb 300 stairs.
This is amazing.
157, 158, 159, 160.
I am actually getting so dizzy.
37, 43. Whoa. This is insane. I was just reading the oldest part of this cathedral dates back to the 13th century. It's a little like uneasy just knowing how old of a building we're standing on right now.
Worth it.
Totally worth it. Working up an appetite for all the yummy French food we're about to eat. I wonder what that's like.
She actually has yet to have any Glühwein.
Speaking of Glühwein, one Glühwein, yes, the red one in this cup.
It's okay for me.
Okay, thank you.
We have one more.
In case you missed part 1 of our Christmas market tour series, Glühwein is typically the first thing we try when we get to a Christmas market because it is a staple. And we've been comparing each Christmas market based on their Glühwein, the vibe of the overall market, and what's the third?
Food, of course.
Oh, the food, duh. Maybe most importantly.
I'm trying white Glühwein for the first time.
Regret it?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Is yours different too? Mm-hmm. Is it like citrusy, like lemony? Mm-hmm. France does their hot wine very different. Just gonna try it.
It's so different.
I don't think I'm a fan.
Any mulled wine is great in my book, but this is not what I'm used to and I don't think I love it. This was definitely unexpected. I was fully prepared to go, This
France
is the
has
best
the
one.
best because wine, France.
But it's not.
Wow.
They didn't disappoint with the lights.
No, they've done a
the
great job of
ornaments.
decorating. So the tree is actually the largest natural decorated tree in all of Europe. It is 30 meters tall, and to put that in perspective, the tree that's in Rockefeller Center is only 80 feet tall. So it's bigger than the most iconic Christmas tree in all of the US.
Okay, this market has the most food I've seen in any other place. Let's go see what looks the yummiest. Yeah.
Ooh.
That is what I want.
Oh, this is it. This is your spot.
Oh, it looks so good. Merci. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. This pasta is called spatzel, which I believe is a Hungarian pasta, but they top it with Munster cheese, which is a local cheese. This might be the best thing I've ever eaten. I'm not just saying that. The pasta, hold on, I need another bite. Wow. It just has this like, je ne sais quoi. I don't even know what that means. The best way I know to describe it is like a really fancy tasting mac and cheese.
Okay, Kara hypes a lot of things up, but that is actually amazing. And now the tree is doing something special.
Everyone's paused. I didn't know this happened.
Could life be any better right now? This is so lovely.
Like we're in Amsterdam.
Yeah. Okay, this wasn't even on our list of foods to try. We're walking in this amazing neighborhood on this canal with these really cool old looking houses. Like it's very villagey feeling. And there was homemade soup on this lady's sign and the steam was coming out and we just had to get it.
Honestly, to find something that's not filled with sugar or fried is a treat at this point.
It's true. It came in the same cup that glühwein comes in. It's butternut squash with celery and carrot. She topped it with curried coconut cream, fried onions, and cilantro. I feel like I just need to sip it. This is so satisfying. It's so cozy and warm, savory.
So, am I going to get my own?
Yes, you are.
Okay, it looks so good.
Was it good?
So this part of town that we're in is called Petite France, and it's just a bunch of homes that are from the 16th and 17th century with canals running through them. This probably wouldn't be considered like the Christmas markets of Strasbourg, but I think this is my favorite part so far.
I found my next dish. Stop it. He's making 3. I thought I was just getting 1. Ha ha ha.
Don't do that.
I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I'm trying to control myself.
I think these are the same fried potato things that we had yesterday in Nuremberg, except here they put Munster cheese on them. Like a big slab of Munster cheese.
Yeah, and they toasted them on the spot.
We have been looking out for these all night. Ooh.
Bon appetit, monsieur.
Oh my god.
Remember earlier, not too long ago, when I was like, this might be the best thing I've ever eaten? I changed my answer. I think it's even
Strasbourg
better than
is
the
winning
nudes.
for food.
Yes,
I think it's just because they put cheese on top of everything.
maybe.
Wow.
What did I do to deserve this life that we get to live?
And because France, the bubbles cut the fat.
It helps with digestion.
Much better than the glühwein.
I'm not gonna lie, it feels weird drinking something cold. Cheating on glühwein, but it feels so right. Can I be really honest for a sec? I unbuckled my pants.
This is great. We can just stay here all night.
I love France.
We've just stumbled up on another amazing local market. The first 2 that we visited tonight were the biggest, and they were great, like the Christmas tree, the cathedral. It was all magnificent, but super packed, super crowded. All kind of had the same food. These little local markets that we found that are just spread out throughout the different neighborhoods and in random squares. There's 12 of them throughout the entire city. This is where it's at. This is what is making Strasbourg my favorite Christmas market so far.
He said it. I think I agree.
The food and the wine scene at the more local markets is where it's at.
closing it down. All the markets in town close at 9. I think they just pulled the last tarte flambe out of the oven for me. From what I understand, it's basically like a French pizza. Look how beautiful that is. This is definitely gonna be the most full I've left a Christmas market after tonight. We're really pushing the stomach space here.
French food, I feel like, is really hyped up all over the world. I've been to Paris a few times and I enjoyed the food, but I liked it just as much as anywhere else we've gone. This trip has changed my mind. The French know how to do food.
Strasbourg has a lot going on. I bet we discovered 7 of the 12 markets, shall we? Did you see what they gave us?
What the heck?
Welcome to France. They gave us a bottle of champagne as a departure gift.
What in the world?
And not because we're anybody special to them, just like they were giving it to everybody as they were checking out.
I love France.
All right, we're on our way to the train station to head to country number 5. All right, we have 12 minutes to find our train.
Wow,
What's happening?
it's on the screen.
Is it on time? All right, theoretically, this should be our simplest travel day yet. It's the first day where we have no connections. Our train is only 5 minutes delayed, so we should get on the train, ride an hour and a half, and then arrive in Switzerland before it's dark outside. Now this is fancy.
This is all going so smoothly. It's weird.
It's been fun to see how different all the trains are. The French train that we got on yesterday to come here was obviously different than the German trains that we've been riding. And then this has a totally different feel than the French train yesterday. Pretty sure this is the Swiss train. It's a Christmas miracle! We made it to Switzerland before lunchtime.
We didn't sprint today.
This is our first time in 5 days not arriving to a country when it's dark. It used to be a 4-star hotel, but now it's only 3. But I enjoyed that. One thing that's been fun about this trip is seeing which countries do 2 separate duvets and which ones do 1.
The duvets are fluffy and fabulous. The mattress is pretty hard.
Impish! Ow! Alright, that's enough, I'm done, okay?
Well, we were welcome to the Christmas market by Singing Moose. It smells so good. Let's get some food. Welcome to
Basel.
Basel. I've heard Basel, I've heard Ball, but Google says Basel. So beautiful. Okay. You're welcome. I'm so happy. I think out of all of the foods at all of the Christmas markets that Nate's told me about on this trip, this is what I've been looking forward to most. It's called Hassbangel, and it is a baguette filled with Swiss cheese. They literally just hollowed out the center of a baguette and ladled melted cheese inside. Hot. Sorry. Do I even need to say it? 10 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic.
Apparently this stuff has become a staple at Swiss Christmas markets, but this is the original place. That is where it all started. We had one of these spinning things growing up, but I never knew what it was called. Here they call it a Christmas pyramid, but I can't look at it without thinking of the Christmas Vacation scene with Cousin Eddie. Smells spicy.
Yeah.
Smells good.
Glühwein time.
Cheers.
Cheers.
New cups, new colors.
Good Glühwein.
Somehow,
Very spicy.
none of the 4 markets that we've been to have had the same colored cups. One of the best.
I'm extra happy right now because when I think back to our other times in Switzerland, it's always been a little hard and stressful.
Surrounded on all sides by crevasses.
And so it's nice to be here doing something fun and cheery.
Also, we are celebrating halfway.
We're halfway! it's raining. We're not gonna let a little rain slow us down. On to dish number 2. And if you thought we had a lot of cheese in France, France has nothing on Switzerland.
It's literally a plate of cheese.
So there's this thing called raclette. And from what I understand, raclette is the process of taking cheese and melting it onto something. And this is apparently the traditional way to eat it. So we've got some little pickles, potatoes, little bitty onions, and a whole bunch of melted cheese.
I think Switzerland might win in the food category. All right, if you had to choose, raclette or the baguette filled with cheese?
You can't do this.
Okay, in researching what to do in Basel besides eat cheese, I read that during the summer they do something called fountain bathing. That's what the internet said. Kara seems skeptical. I also read that you can drink out of all of them.
I cannot believe you just did that.
Based on how everyone else is looking at me, that may or may not have been true.
When it comes to like anything water or food related that could make Nate sick, he's usually the most skeptical person. So for you to just stick your mouth under that.
I mean, it's a thing in Italy. It seems reasonable that it's true here. It's a beautiful tree.
I feel like I've been spoiled to all the other trees though. I'm like, well, it's not 98 feet tall and it doesn't do a light show.
Somebody's got to do the hard work of being critical and comparing all the different markets. Yes, is what I've been so excited about. What is it?
Obsessively.
I read online that it's like a fried apple donut. Can I get one? All right, they told me the traditional way you eat these donuts is with vanilla sauce. Look at that steam. On a cold winter day, I'm not sure it gets any better than that. It literally just melts away in your mouth. It took me until my second donut to figure out what was going on here, but this is not your typical donut. This is a slice of apple with a fried coating that has sugar and cinnamon on top of it, drenched in vanilla sauce. It's basically like a healthy donut.
Honestly, it's not often I see Nate get this pumped up about food, so.
Wait for it. Just when I thought the donuts couldn't get any better. The bowl's edible. It's like an ice cream cone.
What the heck, Nate?
I honestly don't know if I can eat anymore.
Are you serious?
It's not even dark yet and I've already hit my limit.
So I know it looks like all we've done for the last 5 days is sit on trains, drink lots of Glühwein, and eat tons of food. And that's all true. But in between, we have been averaging over 20,000 steps per day. I know, crazy. However, today, we've only gone 11,000 steps because Basel only has 2 little markets. So to keep our streak going, we've decided that we're gonna walk to a new country.
France, Germany, Switzerland. So that's Germany, that's France, and we're standing in Switzerland.
Oh, I feel like we've been walking forever.
This is the spot where Germany, France, and Switzerland all meet.
We're in 3 countries at once. According to my tracker, we have walked 16,611 steps. Whew. We haven't even walked back yet.
3, 2, 1.
On our walk back from the border, we stumbled upon a completely different Christmas market. We're on the opposite side of the river from before, and this one has a completely different vibe. I don't even feel like we're in Basel anymore. Oh, hi.
If you want to try it, let me know.
Okay. Like I was saying, this is so different from any market we've been to in all of Europe, not just in Switzerland. All of the stalls, instead of being like your typical like German looking Christmas stall, they're like food trucks. They're all really like young and hip and cool, and they're selling international foods. I had some momos from an Indian stall earlier. Then we had oysters and champagne. We've pretty much seen oysters and champagne at every market so far, and this just felt like the right vibe to finally try it. I saw some vegan sausages being sold. They have these crazy, what do you call them? Like gondolas on the street where people are eating fondue inside. I mean, it's just really unique and cool, and I'm loving it. If you're looking for a traditional market, this definitely isn't it, but after 5 days of very similar experiences, this is a really fun change. How is it already day 6? It might look like we're up super early because of the sunrise, but really the sunrise is at 8:05 here in Basel.
This feels so wrong. This is our first day of the trip, not heading to the train station. Thank you so much. So we were hoping to take the overnight train to country number 6, but because we're booking this all last minute, and I guess the overnight trains are pretty popular, unfortunately that wasn't available. So it was either sit on a train for 14 hours and barely have any time to see Budapest, or hop on a quick flight.
After all our train travel this week, all this flying stuff feels very complicated. We're giving a Christmas gift to our flight attendant. So we don't have as many layers when we fly.
Dear passengers, good morning and welcome on board the CZ flight to Budapest. The flight is operating.
Boarding is complete.
This is as close as it gets to business class on a budget airline. We have an empty middle seat.
I'm so happy.
It was worth booking this flight just to see the Alps covered in snow. So one.
Thanks a lot that you choose to fly for us today. We wish you a safe onward journey. Enjoy your time here, enjoy your weekend, and we are looking forward to welcoming you again.
An hour and a half later, we have made it to Hungary. Wow, carry-on is the way to go. Feels so weird just walking out of the airport, not waiting on bags. We need to get back into this life. What's the plan?
I just ordered us a taxi on Bolt because apparently Uber is banned. Are you from Brussels?
Sorry?
Are you from Brussels?
Yeah.
I mean Budapest.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
No, please, sorry. It's been a long 6 days.
It's been a long 6 days.
Thank you. Wow, this feels nice.
Yes, it does. Welcome on the runway. Oh, right at the end. Okay.
Oh, sweet home.
A long entranceway. Not bad.
Oh, in case you were wondering, Hungary has one duvet. Or that's a Hilton thing because Hilton is an American brand, I'm not sure. Unlike yesterday, it's time to do some work in the knowledge office.
It's official. Episode 1 is up on YouTube. In case you missed the first part of this series, it's worth going back. Krampus? Or the Who? I laughed a lot more editing that than I did living it in real life. More importantly, work is done, and it's time to play! Very excited to see how Budapest Christmas markets stack up against the first 5 that we've been to, because there's a lot of hype built up on the internet regarding the Budapest Christmas markets. Apparently they've won Best Christmas Market in all of Europe 3 different years, including this one. So expectations are very high. Wow. It is Saturday. Without a doubt the most people we've seen at any Christmas market. Sorry.
Just keep an eye on the gray beanie. Wow. I think coming to the top voted Christmas market in all of Europe on a Saturday might have been a mistake. I think I've lost Kara. I don't know where she went. There she is!
I didn't think we would ever find each other again.
Alright.
We're holding hands the rest of the night.
This is crazy.
I mean, I guess that is the best, and so everyone wants to come here.
Yeah, I guess.
I like the drink. Thank you. I got 2 different kinds. They have apple cinnamon white glühwein and blueberry red glühwein.
Cheers. This is so fun. Ooh, blueberries, different. I'm gonna say the glühwein in Budapest is tied with Strasbourg for the worst. We gotta be objective, right?
No, I agree. So vibe is one of the big categories for how we're ranking all of the Christmas markets. And I have to say, Budapest is nailing the vibe so far with these live Christmas carolers. They're up on this platform and they're singing into microphones and it's just echoing throughout the whole market.
All right, I'm not sure what's about to happen, but the bells are ringing and there's a countdown on the basilica.
Something big. The carolers have stopped. They're drawing everyone's attention towards this building.
So fun. I think whether we like it or not, this is where we're standing for whatever's about to happen.
I'm not really having fun anymore. I was really embracing the crowd for a while. I thought it was kind of fun. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
We're not even moving at this point. We're literally standing still.
We're having a good time.
I'm getting shoved in all directions.
I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I feel like if I just picked my feet up, I would just still be standing and moving with the crowd.
Yes, 100%.
I'm getting flashbacks to Holi in India. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. We got some mo. Keep the mo, people. Keep going. Oh, I can breathe.
Cone cakes roasting on an open fire. How long have we been in line?
It has been approximately 24 minutes. As you can see, they can only cook 5 at a time. But sometimes greatness takes time.
Whoa. Wow. They call it a chimney cake for a reason. I have seen these at every market that we've been to, but I waited to eat it here because they originated in Hungary. That line was insanely long, but it was the only one where the guy was in the back making the dough fresh and they were cooking it over an open fire. So they wrap the dough around a piece of wood and then they put butter all over it. And they roast it over the fire until the butter gets all gooey, and then you can choose your topping. So I just went with the classic cinnamon. Whoa. There's a lot of pressure on that bite. That's pretty good. It's kind of doughy in the middle. Like the inside's not really cooked. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. 8 out of 10. So that is the largest ice skating rink in all of Europe. It's over 150 years old. It was actually destroyed during World War II and built back because it was so important to the city. And underneath it is over 130 miles of cooling tubes. So they can use it over 100 days a year. Those were all the fun facts that I intended on sharing with you while I was skating, but I closed it down early.
So just pretend that you saw us gracefully skating, doing circles, going on one leg. I'm a terrible skater. Okay, back to the market. Very happy to report that we are back at the market and there are probably 50% less people than there were before. I think we were just here during rush hour. And I finally have Hungarian food in my hands. This is called langos. If you've been following along, technically I had langos on day 2 in Austria. There they put sauerkraut on it. But it actually originated here in Hungary, and here they put things like sour cream and cheese, which is what I got. There are onions, bacon, sausage. Sometimes they put Nutella on it. And it's basically just a big piece of fried dough.
I'm not sure that you eat it like a taco.
They call it a Hungarian taco.
They don't call it that.
Look how big this is. Okay, here we go. Obviously, it's a grease fest. 'Tis the season. I actually read how this dish originated, and it's super interesting. Back in the day, it was really expensive to get your oven heated up enough to bake bread. So typically, they would just do like one big baking day a week where they would bake all their bread. And this dish came from kind of those last pieces of stale bread. They weren't very good anymore, so they would deep fry them, put a bunch of stuff on them to make them taste good before the fresh batch was made the next week. I don't know, when you know the story behind something, it just makes it taste a little better.
All right, that is going to do it for episode 2. It is now time to rank the markets that we visited in this episode on the 3 most important factors of every market, being blue vine, food, and vibe.
I feel like in episode 1, it was really clear to me like what the winners were in each category, and this one, I'm feeling really torn.
Here we go.
Okay.
Favorite Glühwein.
Basel.
No questions asked.
The mug was the best. The Glühwein was the best.
It was the only one with a real mug, and it was the only one with good Glühwein.
Okay, so that one was easy.
Food.
All right, here's where things are.
For me, it was Strasbourg.
That's
the
how I
food
feel.
in Basel was amazing, but I was on day 2 of like way too much cheese. And 5. Strasbourg.
I have to say, I felt the happiest the whole time we were in Strasbourg. Like maybe of the whole trip so far.
I think Strasbourg is going to be hard to beat. I think that's going down. We still have 3 more to visit, but I think that's going down as the #1 Christmas market. I'm just calling it now. Also, Budapest, I'm sorry that we hit you at the wrong time. That is the bad thing about doing these markets really quick is we only have a small window of time to visit, and we just happen to be here at not the best time. Give Budapest a chance if you're coming to the Christmas markets. Just don't come at 5 p.m. on a Saturday.